What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be stripping down the F100. Obviously I've already started on it and I'll catch you up in this time lapse. Basically we lifted the truck up, we pulled the bumpers off, we pulled the grill off, and then we were kind of struggling with pulling off some of the other panels like the fenders and stuff like that. So we have no option but to take it off probably all in one piece. So basically the plan is to unbolt everything enough to where we can just take the whole front clip off in one piece, get it over here and start breaking it down, because we have a bunch of bolts that are just stuck and they're literally everywhere. So the trouble areas are kind of where the bolts have been covered with rubberized undercoating, which is pretty much the underside of the inner fender. So the rubberized undercoating is good for protection, but if you use cheaper stuff like it looks like they did, sometimes it can actually hold moisture and cause a lot of corrosion. So I think that that's what we got going on. Before we get started though, I'm gonna take you around the truck just to show you guys a quick update, because there has been a couple of things that I've done since the last time I uploaded a video. All right, so as mentioned, all the front pieces here have been all pulled off, the wiring harness and stuff like that, which of course, this is an aftermarket wiring harness. So this wiring harness may not look anything like yours. So basically I've been sanding on the whole truck, just trying to get everything down and straight all over the place and just filling some dents and low spots and everything like that as I go along. And then I got this panel welded in over here. So again, just trying to smooth out where I welded it in at. And then this same scenario, just trying to smooth it all in and just doing a lot of body work all over the whole truck. So I'm just kind of hopping around place to place, just doing things here and there as I can, because like while I'm waiting on body filler to dry in one area, I'm going over and working on something in another area. And we just recently started to tear down the truck. So I'll show you some of the issues we're having. So for example, the hood hinge is a good example of what I'm dealing with. This bolt right here just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, because whatever is on the back side of that has broken free, probably from corrosion, and it's just freely spinning. So there's no way that I can get the bolt out of there. I tried everything. I did get these two bolts out, but we're just having that kind of problem literally on like almost every single bolt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to pull the front clip off, try to get that onto a stand where I can work on it and actually be able to get all these bolts out. So this side over here is being a pain wherever the core support mounts down to the frame. So I'm taking this giant extension for my jack and I'm just pushing on it in an office chair. I'll show you what I'm doing. Hopefully it didn't snap. All right guys, so clearly the front clip or the doghouse, whatever you want to call it, is all loose. Obviously you can see over here. So I'm going to go around and show you kind of which bolts that you have to do to take off everything. Again, this is also with the core support. So if you don't want to remove the core support, obviously you're going to have to take off a bunch more bolts. But if you want to remove everything in one big piece, I'll show you what to do. First of all, there's a bolt inside the cab that just kind of goes straight through like right here. So you'll want to remove that. Just comes straight in through here. And that is right here on the other side of this door. So once you remove that, then you have to remove one down here. And then that one is accessible from underneath the car. And then you have a little strap down here, and that you just have to remove. There's also two big bolts that hold the core support to the frame, so you need to make sure you get those. I think those are like a 3/4 on mine. It's probably not correct because this truck is just not in good shape right now. All right, guys, so finally got everything broken apart here. We got pieces literally all over this barn, but the doghouse here, I've got it broken down. I'm gonna leave this main part together because I'm probably just gonna drag it out in the driveway and use my pressure washer with my sandblasting attachment and just really get everything really cleaned here, because as you can see on the video, this stuff is not coming off very easily. So I'm just gonna see if I can pressure wash all that and get most of this stuff cleaned up. You might have also caught a glimpse of the propane torch I was using. So the reason I was doing that is because the undercoating was so built up around the bolts and everything that I literally just had to melt it away. I kind of had to use a flathead screwdriver just to kind of, get everything away from the bolt that I was trying to get off. And then whenever I did that, I was actually able to put a socket on there because it was just stripping them because of how high this stuff was built up. Obviously, same story over here. You have a lot of undercoating built up right there, so we're gonna have to do the same thing. It's all over the frame, so it's just a mess. I plan on stripping this all down as best as I possibly can and putting probably POR 15 on it like I did the back part of the frame, just to make everything look nice and even and give it a hard protective shell. This undercoating stuff tends to hold moisture. As you can see, some of the discoloration through there. It'll actually hold moisture and cause more corrosion, as you're seeing like around here. So really what we want there is something that's not going to hold moisture and just kind of let moisture run off. So we want something more water resistant than undercoating. The good news is that nothing is completely rusted through, which is awesome. So it's mainly just surface rust. Looks like a lot of it can be cleaned up. All right, so again, the whole point of stripping down the truck is so I can make sure I can get all of the rust off of it, seal everything in where the rust is not going to show up again for a very, very long time. And whoever gets this truck next will have a good truck that's gonna last them years to come and to keep the truck on the road. So in the middle of making this video, I had recently discovered another vehicle that I wanted on the channel, and I'm not going to say what kind of vehicle it is. I will give you an era. It's from the 50s, and I think it's probably one of the cooler vehicles that we've had on the channel. Sorry, a bird flew in here and almost hit me in the face. But I think it's gonna be one of the cooler vehicles that we've had on this channel for sure. And I'm not like 100% sure, so I don't want to make any promises, but I'd say 95% chance that one of the next videos will be me introducing this vehicle to you. So if for whatever reason something falls through, then I will obviously keep you guys posted. I've already been out to check out the vehicle a couple times. I'm going out this evening, which by the time you guys are seeing this, it's probably already happened and the deal's been made. But I've been out there a couple times checking out this vehicle and I really like it. So I think you guys will like it too. All right, so other than that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, especially since we have another vehicle coming soon. And I promise if you're into the International, I'm going to get that going. But first, I need to fix this truck, get it repaired, get it restored, and sell it so that I can make space for other projects in here. Again, I plan on elaborating a little bit more why I'm selling the vehicles and stuff like that in a future video, but I can't really say anything as of right now. But I'd say within the next month or so, I will let you guys know what's going on, because it's going to be a huge thing, especially for this channel and especially just for my life. So I really appreciate you guys, all the support and everything. And until the next video where I show you the new vehicle, or painting the Chevelle, because that's going to be coming very soon too. But whichever one comes first, I will see you guys in the next video.